All right, it says I'm live, so I'm gonna assume that I'm live. All right, let's jump right into it with dark oak, logs, stairs, that. There we are. So I'm thinking I actually want to grab my old one because I'm going to be doing something very similar to this. Clone you and then bring you all the way over, and it's not showing up, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's just because Axiom is a little bit bugged in 1.21.5, which is what I'm playing on, so I'm just gonna hope that it's in the right spot. That's close enough. All right, cancel. All right, so what do we want to do here? I think we want to copy most of this. And let's actually get a regular dark oak with some bone meal, just so I can have it for a reference. Because I have a friend who asked to build basically this, but at this level. So I think I'm gonna try and do that for them, but we'll see how well it goes. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. I think I'm gonna use all the same instead of using birch and some acacia. That way it's omnidirectional. It can go whichever way whenever we load it into Axiom, but I do still think the trunk should actually be like this size. But the canopy that is created should be pretty short. So let's go right about there. Get a nice little branch out. Very nice. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm just gonna make a few branches, bring them down a little bit, chill. That's all I want. Just a little bit of chill. Basically just gonna scale up the vanilla tree and fill out the details a little bit, because that's all it really needs, just to have a lot of details filled out. But it also just needs that nice canopy so you can walk under all the trees and it'll feel very, very natural. Okay, there we go. Just throw it together. With this, looking for a nice little arch. There. Bring it down. So this one I had like 2 layers going on, but I think I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna have it be one nice big layer, at least for this tree. I'm probably gonna renege on that later, but we'll see. That it goes way too far. Let's bring it in a little bit. There we are. And then let's finish this one off. Get into some trunk work. I think these should have nice thick trunks. I think that's just required for dark oak trees, but who am I to make that judgment call? I don't know. I guess the guy building it, so there's that. All right, and now I think just have one thing here just to justify having leaves up here. And now I go ham on the leaves. And the goal is to make this like pretty round, honestly. Just going around everything. And then after I have that shape down, I want to, actually there should be a branch here. After I have that shape down, I'll go in and fill everything up. Should be another branch here, smaller. Infinite reach. I wish, like, I don't love infinite reach. I think having like a 20 block reach, like doing that is just rough. I think a 20 block reach or something like that would be superb. There's probably a mod out there that does that. But infinite reach is very nice at times, but if I could just have that moderated a little bit, that'd be even better than just straight up infinite reach. Because I don't like just placing off into the void. I don't feel like that's beneficial to me, honestly. Yeah. But like I said, there's probably a mod out there that does it. And it would make building these trees a lot easier. So much so. Oh, actually, I wanted to do this. Start a recording. It's okay. Not the worst thing in the world if I don't have beginning structure being built. Who knows, the game might crash, which is what happened last time I tried to build and stream on 1.21.5. It just does not like me. Just a little bit unfortunate. It is also crazy how bright dark oak leaves are. Like, they're dark oak. Why are they so bright? Like, let's get regular oak leaves out here. They are the same. Why are they the same? Why do we have two different blocks that are literally like this? These two are indistinguishable. They have the same, almost the same exact texture. I'm seeing very few differences between these two. Like, the dark oak one should be darker. That's my opinion. But like, have these like just the exact same is wild. I think this branch needs to be a little bit shorter. And I think, if I have the feel right, you do want some branch showing through, but not too much. The important thing is this canopy that's already starting to develop very nicely, if I do say so myself. Let's just make it more. Do more. Home Depot. Or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, again, like 20 blocks and then that wouldn't happen. But it's okay. Happy little accidents that I'll have to clean up later. And I'll only clean it up once I'm done building. Looks very tree. This looks like a tree. That's nice. I like it when my trees look like trees. we'll see how this one turns out. I think it's going to turn out all right. It's going to be a lot to build if you were to build it in survival, though. So that would suck. I don't know, though. I wouldn't build these in survival. No, that'd be a madman thing to do. I've definitely built these kind of things in survival, though. I think it's good. I think it is good to attempt to do that. To attempt to build creative builds in survival, because like there's just something about survival builds that are just, they're built different, you know, like actually built different. Not like the meme way of saying built different. There's just so much more respect that goes into making a survival build. There we go. I want to avoid making a square, so let's do that. Let's avoid making a square. Can do that by extending this side. And let's actually break into this side a little bit. Make a little path for light to come through. Right there. Extend this out. Make it less square. And it's all good. Beautiful. Extend out. I think we already got a nice feeling canopy going for this dark oak tree. Does that look like a square anymore? It still has some square aspects, so let's open up. And then squeeze right here. There we go. That looks beautiful. How does it feel if I was like walking through a forest and saw that? Well, it looks pretty terrible from down below, I will say that. Let's fix that, but from above, that's pretty nice. So we'll keep it that way. We'll keep it nice, you know? I like keeping things nice. This is why I have nice things. Okay, we'll turn shaders off for this though, just so I can actually like see below. Shaders do indeed make things look nice, but they also make it hard to see underneath certain objects. Okay, so I want to make several different trees. Probably like three trees. 3 trees ought to be enough because I already have that one, so it'd technically be 4 trees. And then after that, I'd build some mushrooms just to fill in the classic dark oak biome. Yeah. That's looking very nice. Yes, I like it. Just going in and spamming some leaves always does wonders. Yeah, and I'm definitely wanting like droopier leaves down here. Just because I think that looks fantastic. I do say so myself. Like just little old drippy doos. Drippy doo leaves. Kind of like the willow tree, but in a much more balanced fashion, I guess is the word. I don't know. I think that's pretty good though. Well, let's finish up the well, actually first I want to get rid of all of these. Should be a nice simple one though. Delete. 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 And I can just. That should be all of them. Now let's get some. Let's get some slabs and stairs in there. Make it look that much better. Sure, everything's nice. But I guess before I do that, I should probably do this. Slash place. Dark oak leaves with actually more dark oak leaves, but 75% dark oak leaves and 25% air. Oh shoot. Before I do that, I can edit persistent equals true. Very important step, because otherwise all the leaves will just disappear. And then I bring back the droopies that I should have probably done before well, after that command. So that way we avoid stuff like that with hanging leaves, hanging leaf blocks, because nobody likes hanging leaf blocks. Except for crazy people. And I know crazy people exist, so I guess some people do like hanging leaves. There we go. There we go. There we go. And let's turn the shaders back on, because I like how they look. That's a very nice tree. Now, I think I need to add in some of these guys, dark oak fences, just for added little branches. Ooh, nope, there. This is the small details. It's what make a big build feel complete. And I guess this would be a big build, like if you did it in survival. Alright. And then let's make the base feel nicer. Just more, not lived in, but round out the edges a little bit. It just helps a ton with how it looks. The only issue I have with this is when I go to place all of these in a biome, it just does not work. Because all of these little things, they want to be on flat ground like I'm making right here, but that doesn't always work. Just because, well, it doesn't. It doesn't always work because, like, say there's like it was placed on this and the hill goes over that way. Then I'll have floating little root trunks, which Axiom, which is what I'll use to like actually place all of them, doesn't like this. There is a feature that you can like extend base to the floor, but it'll just do like this. And that is just really not great. So this one will take a lot more customization than say something like this that has 3-4 blocks that it actually has to worry about. But this looks nice. These look good. I would say that's a success of a tree. It's a little bit taller than this guy over here. The actual canopy is, but you know what? I'm gonna live with that. I am going to live with that. This is bothering me a little bit though, so I'm gonna give it some character. This side as well. It's just very, very straight. That side's a little bit straight. There we go. Just adding. You know what? No, that needs to be thicker. So what if we just do it like that instead? Yeah, that's good. That's good. And there's the first tree. All done. Well, let's get some mushrooms as well, I guess. Come on, what kind of tree is this if it doesn't have any mushrooms on it? There's literally a giant mushrooms that are going to be alongside it, so let's build the next one. This guy should be a little bit shorter, I think. And let's give him a little bit of an angle. He doesn't go straight up. There we go. And then just build off of this. There we go. Get some branches in there. I want this to actually taper off a lot more. Now you can go up, but then come right back down. You know, you feel? It might be a little bit too big. 4 main trunks will get me not good things. It will get me into a square shape. So I need to branch off. Haha, get it? Funny. Funny haha, branch off. As I build trees. I'm hilarious, I know. Then let's extend you out a smidgen. And I do think I want it lopsided to this side. So I'm gonna build this branch and bring it over here. It does not mean I get to neglect this side over here. There we go. Just make it short, that's all. That's pretty nice. Some nice trees. And then need some center love for the center, because you just can't have a 1-layer tree. You need to have different leaf shapes, I guess might be the term, but I like saying canopy because it makes me feel like I'm like on safari or something. It's just real nice. But here we go. Now for the fun part. Leaf placement. It's always a good time. Definitely doesn't always take the longest of everything, but you know what? I enjoy it, so it does feel like it actually goes pretty short. Like 90% of the time is spent placing the leaves. This looks like it'll branch off like this, so I will make it branch off. There we go. Now time to place a bunch of leaves. Let's get this center one up first. And you know what? For this one, I am actually gonna bust out the birch leaves just to place underneath this layer where it would get less light. Like just right here. Because I do still want leaves there, but they would be getting a lot less sunlight. Which means they would not be... This technically would indicate older growth leaves. Though that's definitely not what I'm making it do. This is like a table of wood. Not that that's really a bad thing when making something a canopy. So I'm gonna get rid of you. And get rid of you. Let's make it not messy. Very nice. pleasant. It is getting toasty in my room where I'm recording. That's okay. Let's bring it out here. Just leaf spam. It's fun. I like how I said I'd make this one a little bit lower, and it's literally the same exact height. Also, do these leaf particles like appear much more frequently when you place them? Like this has like next to no falling leaves right now, and then this one had a bunch just a moment ago. Like, is that how that works? I don't know. All I know is it's tree building time. It's also time for me to drink a little bit of water. There we go. That's nice. Very nice for my throat. I know it probably looks like I'm placing the leaf willy-nilly. That's because I am. So, yeah. Okay, this needs to not exist in its current state. Just building out this. Stick to the current task at hand, which is just placing leaves. Just change the video title because I felt like it. That's fine. Okay, I think I'm actually going to call it quits on trees after this one. Just because I think that's very necessary if I want to get this done soon. Or in any reasonable length of time. That's very nice. That's a nice shape to it. So let's go back down here, turn off shaders again. That way I can, before I do that, let's do this. Stew. And now let's get the droopies. There we go. Okay. This one is much more expansive than the other one. A lot bigger, I would say. And I think it looks very nice. We'll see how everything turns out in the end, though. There we go. Very nice. Now we go in with these. Just make it smoother, rounder. There we go. There's another tree. All done and dusted. Kind of. Still have work to do on it. Don't mind me getting ahead of myself. It's a very nice thing that I like to do. Or more rather, it's a bad habit that I need to fix. Some fences. Yes, please. And then do I have force plates on? No, okay, good. So those can just actually be placed. Okay. So, there we go. Trees are built. Let's... Ooh. Check it off. Do not have a great way of doing that yet, so I'm just gonna... There we go. Build trees. Now it's time to build some mushrooms. After I clean up. It's like like when your mom tells you you have to do something, but then you have to clean up first. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, different entire thing. So let's get definitely some mushroom stem. Some brown mushroom, red mushroom. I think calcite works very well for this. And then a lot of pale oak stuff. Actually, I think. Like this. This is great. Is there any other hanging? I guess regular hanging moss works as well. Yeah. There we go. Or maybe quartz. Honestly, quartz is probably going to work better. And then I want some wool. You know what? Let's place down this pallet. Now I actually need. There we go. And go up here. Red wool. What red? About brown. What does brown look like next to? It is the wrong shade of brown. What is something that I can go along with that? I mean, technically some wood, but I'm not sure that that's the best. Packed mud might be kind of perfect. Yeah, that's kind of perfect. Wow. I love when my intuition does that. Okay. So let's actually build these ones first. This brown one first, because I think they're going to be easier. Because I do want to keep the usual like vanilla feel to mushrooms, but I don't want the exact same. Oh, that's such a satisfying sound. Like, yes, please. I will take that any day of the week. Is there? Okay, so now closest I would have is that. Not sure I like those. Don't want to go too crazy with it because I actually do want it like small in comparison to the actual trees. But don't want it too crazy. Let's actually watch this magic. Oh. Bruh, no. I wanted that to do the thing. Because I want... Okay, so you can't cheat your way into getting that. So let's just finish it. There we go. Good enough, good enough. And then I'll finish it off. Actually, I think if I do, yeah, because it's in pretty dire need of having some variation on the bottom. I think that does it perfect. Okay, yeah, no, that's that is good enough. Let's get some quartz. Back in here, some smooth quartz. Don't want to get rid of that. All right, so there's one mushroom. Let's make a few more. So again, we're going to stick with the brown mushroom. This one I think can be just as big. Again, such a satisfying sound. Whew, I love it. It's great. Let's see if I just leave it like that. Is that nice enough? Yeah, I think so. There we go. Another mushroom. And I think just one more brown mushroom ought to do it. Nice and simple. It's the red ones that are going to be a little bit harder, because they actually are going to have a lot more shape to them, as opposed to these guys, which are just like meh. There we go. Now let's get into red mushrooms. Bop, bop. And I'm going to use this kind of moss. Hanging, whatever, moss. So these should have some kind of cone shape to them. Not cone shape, but like, how do I describe it? Like a cup that you would put upside down. A thimble, there we go. Thimble is much better. I don't like that. Okay, let's try and make it so I do like it. I could even actually get some white wool in here. Only want to do a very little bit, very small amount. Like even that is too much. Just there we go. And then actually, oh, some white wool in here. Yeah. take it. You know, I don't think there's any other block that remotely comes close to how mushroom blocks act. Like no other block does what this one's doing. Maybe actually, what is this? Oh, short dry grass. I wanted shroom lights. Do those work? I don't think so. Never mind. I'm not doing that. But that's not my best work. Let's see if I can correct. Yeah, I don't love that. But you know what? It's what I got, so. I do have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that really quick. All right, enjoy the music. All right, I'm back. I think I've made nice mushrooms before. But it's just, it's really difficult on the fly. There. Maybe this one would be better. think it will help if I'm like inorganically building an organic build, if that makes any sense. Probably just sounds like some Bologna, but it's the way I'm thinking about this one, like letting it cone out or thimble out, as I said earlier, kind of. Not sure. I don't think I'm gonna get everything done in under an hour, but I'm actually not going to be that far off. Okay, let's get this done. I do actually like that shape a lot better. I do think it's a little bit too big. So let's trim it down a smidge. And then also, let's basically just get rid of, let's do that. Well, just that looks rather nice. Ooh, you know what? Actually, that is a very nice final touch. But first, this needs some different colors in here. So let's get some that pale moss, followed by some glow lichen, and some here. That's very perfect. Very perfect, you know? And I think I need at least one more. You know what? Let's build like two small ones. Like literally. Oh. Okay. Hello, this is my world. What are you doing? Actually, just a straight up circle, basically. just a tiny boy. And let's do the same for this. Nice tiny shroom. Okay. Only does it to like blocks. So if I grab this and place it, okay, that is brownish. Okay, that doesn't work how I thought it did. It's kind of cool. Hello? What? That's not even in my inventory, bro. What's going on? Yeah, this is nice. I do need, I think, one more regular size red mushroom. I say regular size. These are rather large in comparison to do this. Take a drink real quick. Thinking like maybe make these flare out like bell-bottom jeans. Not that I own a pair of those. There we go. I think that's rather nice. Fitting conclusion. And then add in the hanging moss. Glow lichen. Yeah. I feel like doing this will add a lot to like the atmosphere of Dark Oak Forest. We're about to find out. I dislike how that is. That's much better. Okay, so now that's done. Next part is copy all the assets into the axiom. Maybe add a little bit. There we go. Okay, so you're already in Axiom, so that's fine. This... I didn't even do that with shaders on. How do those look? Now, yeah, that's very nice. It's a whimsical nature. Okay, so I want this edge and there. So there's that. One more. Over there. And then here. Okay. The next one. So edges there. And then the edges there. It's that height. Almost there. All right, and then how am I gonna do these? Am I gonna? No, I think I just need to do them individually. I was considering like doing them all together, but I think that is not a great idea. Thankfully, these are a lot smaller, so they're a little bit easier to manage. There we go. Yeah, that's one block. Two. Perfect. One block that way. This tiny little guy. Right, getting very close to the end. Hopeful that this all turns out nicely. And the last one is here. Yep. Nope. And then last. There we go. So now I get into Axiom and I do the fun part. The fun part is, oh boy. Oh boy. That's actually, okay. So there, there. Oh shoot. Why can't I see the boxes? I have to Google that. I can't see the boxes. That's rough. Selection marker in Axiom not working. You can try to show first and show property stalled. Yes. Okay, that was supremely unhelpful. So I'm going to assume that. Okay, so if I just 62 and then Control C. No, that did not work how I wanted it to. Okay, Control C now. Okay, that is what I want. This should be like this. This is always the most fun part, by far. Okay, how about that? Nope. I'm looking over here, by the way. And this isn't what I want. I need it to... No, why is it doing that? No, I need it to not have the grass. Okay, that one almost worked. No. It's so close. Why? Okay, so what if I do this? Because I'm selecting the void block that I have there. That didn't work at all. No! Why? I just want to see... Okay, I'm gonna do... Okay. That's... Oh, and a custom woodland mansion? That'd be rough to try and do, but... Okay, so what is the Y level of that? So the Y level is 2. Okay, so if I just do this, and then do this right here, and then set this Y level to 2, and then press Control C, it still didn't work. Why not? Okay. Why is it doing this? If I... Okay. No! Why is this... This is very frustrating. This is why I don't switch versions that often. Because what works, works. Okay. See, I just want this exact thing, except one block lower. Okay, wait. Position and size. How do I make that work? Okay. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. So / copy / skim load save actually dark oak tree 2, because I already have dark oak tree 1. It's right there. And then we'll do the same thing for this guy. / copy / and then 3 save brown mushroom 1. Two. 3. Finally 4. So now we do red mushroom. Copy 1. Red mushroom 1. Whoops. Copy 2. Three. Hello? Okay, I guess I didn't place that one. That might be why I was actually having so many issues. Oh, okay. And now for the boring part for everybody else. Resource packs, open pack folder. And then you can't see anything now. So I will try and do this quickly. Config world edit schematics. And I have all of these schematics now that I need to place into the config for Axiom and specifically the blueprints folder. I hope schem files work for this. All right. We'll see. We'll see. I hope. Okay, so if we go into the stamp tool, add blueprints, they are not here. I don't know what to do. Dark oak forest. So there's these trees. I'm actually gonna find a different dark oak biome to destroy. This should be far enough. Slash locate biome dark forest, apparently is what it's called. Then I know I have a command saved somewhere. Yeah, nope, that's not it. I think it's this. No. This is very boring to watch, so I'm going to apologize for that. Okay, so that worked. That's the one I wanted. And that worked a charm, a treat. Let's do it again. Just clear out the whole biome. That was super effective. not sure I'm going to be able to do what I want, at least not in the manner in which I want. Okay. So we have our biome cleared out. And scan lists. Load all. Can I do that? Schematic all doesn't exist. Scam. Okay, another quick Google search, please. Thank you. Can I load all schematics in world edit at once? All right. So I need to load every single one by one. So let's go scam load. This part is gonna suck. This is not worth watching. Come back in 15 minutes if you want. It's just really annoying that that Axiom isn't working how it's supposed to. Like, I think I need to do it. Okay, wait, I'm gonna quit game really quick, so you're gonna see a black screen. And I'm going to, I'm not sure. I guess just restart it. Or I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is not doing what I wanted it to do. Because I really needed Axiom to work. The long and short of it. Alright. So it should be loaded back in. Single player, custom trees. See, I need to see what I'm doing. But I can't. Why not? Show selection. View. Okay, this is not. It's not doing what I wanted it to do. Okay, so let's just need this to work. And it's not, it's refusing. Okay. So hypothetically, this should work. But it's not. So, the answer is no. I cannot rebuild the entire biome in an hour because I don't understand how Axiom works. And it is rather frustrating, and I'm going to figure it out. But I'm not going to do that on stream because that is cruel and unusual punishment for all of you. So, goodbye.